Finding a drum kit that doesn't feel like a cheap toy, but also doesn't cost a small fortune, is a classic headache for parents. This 5-piece setup from Mendini by Cecilio seems to hit that middle ground pretty well. Right out of the box, the first thing that catches the eye is that metallic blue finish. It's got this glittery, deep look to it that honestly makes it look way more expensive than it actually is. It's the kind of kit that makes a kid want to sit down and actually start hitting things, which is half the battle when you're trying to get someone interested in music. Now, don't expect professional-grade maple shells here. These are made from poplar wood, which is standard for this price point. It's lightweight, which is great for moving it around a bedroom, but it still manages to produce a surprisingly punchy sound. The snare has a decent crack to it, and the toms have enough resonance to keep things interesting during practice sessions. It's not going to shake the walls of a concert hall, but for a junior kit, it's got plenty of character. What stands out, though, is the stability. A lot of these smaller kits tend to wobble or slide across the floor the second a kid gets a little too enthusiastic with the sticks. This one uses a triangular bass design with rubber feet that actually grip the floor. It feels solid. You aren't constantly running over to push the bass drum back into place, which is a huge relief. The hardware, like the brackets and the pedal, feels sturdy enough to handle the daily wear and tear of a beginner learning their first few beats. Assembly is one of those things that usually ruins a weekend, but this one is pretty straightforward. It arrives in pieces, which is a bit of a chore, but the instructions are clear enough that it shouldn't take more than an hour to get everything tuned up and ready to go. One thing to keep in mind, though, is that the cymbals are definitely on the entry-level side. They get the job done for learning rhythm and coordination, but they don't have that long, shimmering sustain you'd find on a pro kit. If the drummer sticks with it for a few years, that's probably the first thing that will need an upgrade. The included seat is a nice touch. It's padded and adjustable, which is essential because if the height isn't right, the posture suffers, and that leads to bad habits early on. It's comfortable enough for a solid hour of practice, though it's not exactly a luxury throne. Everything you need is in the box, from the sticks to the pedal, so there's no frantic trip to the music store once the package arrives. Look, if you're looking for a way to introduce a young player to the drums without committing to a massive, expensive professional setup, this is a solid choice. It's durable, it looks fantastic, and it's built with enough stability to survive the learning curve. It's not perfect, and the cymbals are a bit basic, but for the price, it's a really well-thought-out package that gets the job done. It's a great little kit that makes the whole process of learning to play feel like a lot more fun and a lot less like a chore.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.